might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time.
Usually.
Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Come on.
Hey, friends. In the chat, everyone loves that video. I love it so much. I love to play. There's tons of videos on ASL with students doing ASL, and it's quite amazing. So you should look for a playlist. I'm happy to share my playlist too, if anyone would like that. Yeah, Maggie, bobbing my head to the tunes. I know, it's so fun. I don't know if your cameras are on. I can't see. So if they're on, I'm missing out, but I don't think they are. Thank you for being here. Yes, Julie, I will share that playlist. Absolutely. I have tons of different videos with the lyrics and the ASL, and it's amazing. So trying to be as accessible as we possibly can via Zoom. I'm so glad that you all are here for another, I guess, aiming for access in under 30 minutes. If you've been here before, I recognize lots of your names, but feel free to put in the chat where you're coming from and maybe how you found out about the learning series and if you've attended previous ones. I would love to hear all about that because we're really excited about this learning series. And I will say that now my friend Sam, who is here, is going to probably put the link into the chat box where all of the recordings are happening. So we have them all archived now. So for you to be able to view let's see, the time before we had Desmond from the Office of Ed Tech talking about the National Ed Tech Plan, which was amazing. So it's in there. Hi, friends. Thanks for putting where you're from. Ooh, Canada in the house, North Carolina, Massachusetts. Oh, Erica, I'm glad that you came. Let's see, came across us on this day on accident. That's awesome. Kentucky, whoop whoop, Kansas City, thanks for being here. So glad you're here. Well, let's get started. So this is Aiming for Access in less than 30 minutes. And so I kicked off the series with having a shared understanding of AIM, accessible educational materials, assistive technology, and accessible technology. So we set the groundwork for that. So feel free to go back. My friend Sam just put it in the chat box where you can find all of those archives ones that you would like. Oh, Maggie, is Indiana here? Oh my gosh, my home state, born and raised Hoosier. Welcome to be here. Glad you're here. Another Canadian, love it. So let's get started. I'm going to put the link into the chat box here in just a second on how we can access everything that I'm getting ready to go to first. So logistics. Friends, I'm Kelly Suding. I am one of the technical assistant specialists at CAST National Center on accessible educational materials. And so my role at CAST is more of the universal technical assistance, which that's a lot of the dissemination, content creation, and making sure all the resources that we have and what we're doing is disseminated in a way that you have access to, and really breaking things down that's easier for you to maybe understand on those high level definitions where sometimes I get on our website, I'm like, well, now wait, what does that mean? So breaking it down, my colleague Michelle Soriano and I love doing that part. So this is exciting because we're going to talk about our online learning series that we now have in Canvas, and we definitely had that in mind. And I can't go without saying, my friend Sam Boucher is also here. She's doing all of the hard work and manning or attending the chat by putting links and all of those things in here. Friends, she's still an Apple on our website, and I always have to put it on there because she's like refusing to put her picture, and now she's forever going to be an Apple. However, I'm going to put her information into the chat box, and I encourage you to hop on there and read a little bit about Sam. She has a wealth of knowledge in the field of accessibility, and we all need a Sam in our life. And I'm just thankful that she's here. So yes, Michelle, oh, Michelle's in the house, is awesome. So feel free to reach out to her if you have any questions or anything like that. We still have people coming in, which is amazing. Thanks again for being here. So let's get started. I have a QR code up on the screen, and if you're using a different device, you can scan that QR code, and it's going to take you to where I'm going to start showing you on the website where we're going to start getting started on our online series on AIM and technology. I also have the link here. Let me put that in the chat for you as well, and that'll take you right to our where I'm going to show you how to get everywhere. But this will be the entry point for our online learning series. So let me click on here. That's not it. Here we go. Here we go, friends. Here we go. So this is the entry point for our online learning series on accessible materials. And I want to say that these learning, we call them learning series. We try to break away from the word modules because really is designed with universal design for learning in mind. And it's more of like, we hope that it's a journey. It's an experience for you to really learn about AIM, accessibility, AIM, and AT. So these were the original modules were developed in 2019, and they're still on our website, but I want to show you what the older ones look like. And they've been, those aren't the older ones either. Actually, I'm not going to show you where the older ones are. Yes, I am. I'm going to go to our AIM website because the National EdTech Plan has these modules listed on there for resources. So we want to make sure you know how to exactly get there. These are the older ones. So ones that are called AIM modules. These were the series that was developed in 2019, and we've developed them and changed them and updated them, and now they're hosted into Canvas. So if you see AIM modules, just know we also have a banner here having you go to the updated modules, our learning series. See, I'm already messing up, but we're okay. Here we go. Online learning series. So this is what the entry point looks like. So just a couple things. When you do the online learning series, you can, they are pre-approved for continuing accessibility education credits. So if you are currently hold an IAAP certification, you can submit that for documentation and get those points for, after you go through this series, which is awesome. We're really excited about that. So right now in this series is that, thank you, Kathy, loves the resource. Yay. Right. So right now, the series, we have started off with 3 topics. So right now we have accessibility, we have assistive and accessible technologies in AIM, but they're building, okay? I would love your feedback on what you hope as we grow these, what other topics you would like. I will say we're going to have POUR, we will have AIM and the IEP, we'll dive into more of the how-tos on the learning series, but we wanted to launch these right away because this is a really great foundation for you to get started when it comes to accessibility. And I know that the conversations with our colleagues in the field who they don't have that background, it's a perfect way to get started. The prerequisites when we're talking about universal design for learning and accessibility and access for all of our learners, they're broken down really intentional to kind of pick up where your levels of knowledge are on each topic. So we like here we highly encourage state agencies, districts, pre-service teachers. It's a great for universities, workforce agencies, anyone interested and really wanting to dive into that accessibility piece. This is a really awesome start for you to go into. So I have the website up and how to access this course. On our website, it gives you step-by-step directions on how to get in there. So we do have them hosted in Canvas. And another cool thing about these is you do not need a login in order to access the resources in Canvas, which is pretty great. We were really intentional about that. So we were trying to alleviate any barriers for you to access the content that we've developed in here. And when I say we, myself and a team at CAST, together, we built these. So this is definitely teamwork. And like I said, we appreciate your feedback, your suggestions, if you have any concerns, we are open, friends. Again, better together. I always say that, better together. So you can import the course into your own Canvas system as well. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then we also have direction on how to navigate the course. And I'm going to walk you through each step now. So I'm on the website. So the first thing you would want to do is right here. It says Canvas Online Learning Series. And when you click on that, it takes you directly to the online learning series on AIM and technologies. And so it's very consistent. So we also followed the principles of POUR when we were designing this Canvas course, ensuring accessibility, plus being very intentional with the principle, the universal design for learning. If I say Allison Posey's name, you're going to say, oh yeah, okay, now I get it. She was very intentional in supporting UDL when we were developing these. So this is the starter page and we have a welcome page. So you're going to notice when you when you enter into Canvas, it's very, very consistent. I think I already said that. But here we have multiple means of representation of everything that we have designed within this learning series. So right out of the gate, you're going to have a welcome video. I'm just going to play it for just 1 second.
Welcome to the online learning series on accessible materials and technologies produced by the National Center on Accessible Educational Materials at CAST. The goal for this series is to...
Okay, so I'm showing you that because this video in itself, if you wanted to use this video, just if you want to disseminate it within your own your professional learning or with your staff, this is a great video to share because it gives an overall quick, you can see it's 1 minute and 33 seconds, a quick overview of the entire modules and how it flows. So this is, and we have the goals, everything's listed. So you're going to notice we have the goals on the start. So this is really, the goal is really to support your AIM journey. And thinking our hats were on, like, okay, if I knew nothing about accessibility or what that meant when it comes to our content that we're giving our learners, where would we start? So we have really intentional goals. And then the structure of the course. The structure of the course looks like this. So when I was talking about topics, these are our current 3 topics. And when you keep coming back, they're going to continue to grow. So right now we have accessibility is topic 1, topic 2, assistive technology, and then topic 3 is accessible educational materials, or AIM. Now, with that said, just because it's 1, 2, 3, you don't have to go in order. You can pick any area, like I said, depending on your knowledge. Maybe you need to just dive into AIM. It's not, it's completely asynchronous, completely not in sequential order. So just know that you don't have to go from top to bottom. You just jump into where you want to go and what level, and you will find it super meaningful and relevant depending on the area that you want to dive into. So it's organized by an introductory page and why it's important. So it's the why, the what, and the how throughout that. And those are always big questions like, well, what does it look like? How do you do this? So we've built it very consistent, the what, why, and how. So, and then also each topic has its own pathway. So we define, so this provides really a foundational overview of that topic, and then apply. We have activities that are built in that you can apply, and then have some templates that you can use just to get started when we think about the implementation of each topic. And then extend. If you want to extend your knowledge, maybe you are on here because you really want to dive into the laws of one of the specific topics. You can dive deep and explore further information and some further examples on that topic as well. And then also we have options to support your learning. So you're going to notice there's going to be tons of resources built within there. And so at the bottom, options to support your learning. This is it gives you directions down here at the bottom. Navigate the page. It shows you how to navigate the page. That's right here. Getting started with topic 1, accessibility. And then also, friends, we have to think about accessibility. We don't have an overlay. What we have built in here is text to speech. So if you are a learner who prefers text to speech, you're just going to turn that on, and you have this bar open up here at the top that's already built in. So you don't have to use a built-in setting of your technologies or have an overlay, have a third-party app or something to be able to use text to speech. It's built right into Canvas, which is awesome. And then lastly, down here, we've created an AIM journal. So really reflecting on as you're going through the series to kind of note questions. And there's some really guiding questions on your journal as well. When you download the AIM journal, it'll go into a Word format, but you can change that format, whatever makes more sense to you. So we're just going to get started here. And again, you don't have to get started here. You can go up to one of the topics. Maybe you wanted to dive into assistive technology, but we're going to start with accessibility. I'm going to show you the overview of how this is run. Okay. Accessibility. Like I said, here's the why. Why does accessibility matter? And as you scroll down here, you will see we try to pull different quotes or videos from learners or students in the field as well. So we'll either have a quote or a video every time you come in about talking about the why. We always want to remember our why throughout all of this, because this is what really drives us. And this is how students get access to the content when we remember our why and have accessibility embedded into everything that we do. And then you'll see here, what do we mean by accessible? So we have some text here explaining what we mean by accessible. And you'll also find the definition from the Office of Civil Rights listed in there. And then also we have that video, and all of our videos have full captions and the intro to accessibility. This particular video has student voices in there talking about accessibility and access for themselves. And the videos are also very accessible. So you can either click on the link and it'll take you to YouTube, but within the platform, you can download the transcript as well. And so not only can you download the transcript, you can also search the transcripts. So if you're looking for some parts of the video, I don't know if you knew this or not, but you can, search within the transcript to find out exactly what point you want. And then each video has takeaways. So you can I start identifying when we universally design this, is that now we have takeaways. So if you're one who doesn't really have time or the capacity at the moment to watch the full video, you can look at the takeaways, and then you have that information there for you. So it's whatever we try to make these for the widest range of users when they came to Canvas. So we have takeaways on each video. And then plan your pathway. So this is the bottom. This is the 3 areas about your pathway that I mentioned. So define, what is accessibility? Apply, that's the implementation part. And then to extend your knowledge. And then at the bottom, you'll find your AIM journal at the bottom of every one. So it even gives you guiding questions. As you learn about accessibility, list a few ways you can refine your understanding of accessibility. So you can measure your own understanding within your journal as well and kind of see where you need to go next, okay? So at the bottom, I can proceed to next, or if I want to go to define accessibility, I'm going to click on define accessibility. So here we go. This is the what. What is accessibility? We have activating your background with some questions. What is your current definition of accessibility? So you can see how we're scaffolding these with each topic. And this is, again, consistent within each topic. Building your background. So we've activated your background. Now we're building your background, defining accessibility. And this particular video here is defining the term accessible. And you'll notice it's not just all the resources are not just from CAS and the AIM Center, but we definitely pull in resources from other agencies, other states and districts, and using their resources as well, because again, broken record, we're better together. So building your background knowledge. And you'll have a link. And again, here's your takeaways. You're going to dive deeper into accessibility. So now here are some resources that we have. Websites. So websites you can just go to. If you're looking for just videos, you know to go into accessibility and define, and you can find more videos, different videos that explain what accessibility is, more student videos. And again, friends, here is just a little visual and some text to kind of encourage you to go back into that AIM journey. Now, I can click on the bottom to go back to the home page, or I can click next. Okay, so let me just click next and show you where it takes me. So here is 1.2. So this is apply. So know if your materials are accessible. This is the implementation part. Maybe this is just the area you need. Again, notice activating your background knowledge. Then we're going to build your background to know if your materials are accessible. And then we have some really action points here. So question 1, to whom is the material accessible, under what conditions, and for which tasks? So these questions will be answered previously in the why and the what of accessibility. So you click down, and then it gives you some ideas. For learners, including those with disabilities, there will be specific individual needs and different interactions with specific environment. There will also be personal preferences. And then we give you, as an educator, some ideas. And when you start thinking about accessibility and what that might look like on the implementation part in the online learning series. Okay, so I have a question in the chat. What powers the text-to-speech function in your Canvas site? You know, that is an awesome question, and I really don't know the logistics of that, but I will certainly find the answer. We did have a team put this together, and how that's embedded in there. I don't have that answer for you, but I will have it on there, and I'll make sure the answer is in there for you in the show notes, Laura. Oh, our text help tool. Okay, well, there's our text help tool that's embedded also on our website. So that makes sense. Okay, so then we're going to, again, there's a quote here, and then deeper insights. We have accessibility is everyone's responsibility. And here's the deeper insights to know if your materials are accessible. So we have vetting, what's your role? We have our AIM navigator, universal design for learning, and some more videos. So how it looks with implementation. This is a student, Tyler, and he shows you how he's using how accessibility is working for him. And again, there's reflection on for your AIM journal. I'm going to click next one more time. And then extend. So this is the last one. So extend, and we're still on topic 1. So the extend on accessibility, we have understand accessibility laws and policies. Again, friends, we're activating your background. Build your background about accessibility laws and policies. You're going to see, again, we have another video that's up here that you can look about digital accessibility and 3 points about the law. And then there's the takeaways. So, and here we go again, deeper insights on the law. So more websites. We have a research brief here. And again, down here, we have some reflection points after you've really explored the laws, and then how you can dive in and use that AIM journal. Okay. So then when I click next, it's probably going to go to the next topic, which is assistive technology. And I won't go through each one, but I really wanted to take the time to show you and be super intentional, showing you the structure of each one, and just know that you can pop around to you don't have to go in order. You go into the areas where you would use, wherever you need to go, you're going to pipe into there. So I'm going to go back to home, because this is just an overview of this. So This is open license, friends. So you can upload all of this material from the AIM Center into your own learning management system. And on the website, it shows you how to import the course. So I am just going to go open up my Canvas, and I've logged into here. So when you log into your Canvas and you click on Commons at the bottom left, you'll have a search bar that looks like this, and you will type in the online learning series. And once you do that, it will pop up just like it has here. And then you're able to merge that into your own learning management system and edit it and make it however, use the content and then add it to how something's more relevant and meaningful to your current learning environment that's needed, to whatever makes sense for you. Okay, Kathy put immersive reader and Canvas might help with text to speech as well. I love that. Immersive reader is the tool through Microsoft. If you've not used immersive reader, you need to dive into that. We should do how-tos on this AEMing for Access learning series. Love it. Okay. Yes, so Susan asked, does it have to be Canvas? Does this content have to go into Canvas? That's another great question. So I only know how to import from Commons into Canvas. Now, all of our resources at the AIM Center are open license. So you can pull anything that we have and use it and put it into any of your platforms. So whether it's Moodle or Blackboard, you can take that information and put it in there. All we ask is that you just put in that you got it from the National Center on AIM. Other than that, everything is open license. However, you want to pull that information and use it for your own professional learning experiences and share with your colleagues. I don't think I missed anything else in Canvas. Let's see. So that is the overview of the learning series. And I'm just going to go back here for a second. Open up my slides. Let me open up my question slide here and start from there. Okay, so I'm going to go through some questions here. We have a question. Can you tell this course was created with UDL in mind? Do you have a template or resource that would guide accessible design of a Canvas course, other LMS course? So thinking about, oh, okay, that's a great question. Let me exit out of here. So do we have any guidance on how, if we were to create something other than Canvas, make sure I understand this right, Kathy, do we have a guidance if we were to create a course into a different learning management system besides Canvas? Do we have a template or guidance showing how to do that? Is that your question? Correct. Okay. So we don't have the guidance. However, if you go to our website here, let me go in here. Michelle, if you're on here and you know exactly where to go, please let me know. Let's see here, if I can find it here. Designing for accessibility. So just designing for accessibility in mind. So this would be, although now that we hang up on this call, I feel like my colleagues and I should definitely create some template for learning management systems on thinking of UDL and accessibility. I'll reach out at friends at CAS and see if there is one, but I don't know if there is one for sure or not. What I would recommend is if you wanted to peruse through our Canvas module to just look at the components that we have, and then maybe that could be transferred, but we don't have anything intentional that I know of. But again, I will put that in the recording in the show notes when exactly I find out. Yes, Kim, that would be great. Yeah. Oh, okay, so your school uses Schoology. Okay, yeah, I think we should have that guidance. Again, we may have that. I just don't know at the tip of my fingers on my keyboard if I know where that would exist, if it exists or not.
Yeah,
But,
I'm not sure, Kelly, that it exists. So
okay.
definitely something that we can bring back to the team and explore ways to support you in developing that.
Yep, I love it. I love it. Now, if you go to Canvas and you look in the community, you can search about accessibility and all of that, and there'll be like tutorials there. But I definitely think, speaking out loud, if we had something really intentional about designing your courses for accessibility, that'd be awesome. I will also, Michelle, we could reach out to Luis Perez since he is in higher ed, and he may have something as well. So great question that's brought up. Okay, are there any other questions that I may be missing here? Let me go back. Okay, so it is 1:26. We have, it's less than 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes. If you don't have any other questions, or you do have questions, or you have, when you're uploading it, you're trying to access Canvas and you have any problems at all, feel free to reach out to me. My email is, my friend Sam will put my email in there for you if you didn't get it at the start. Our next series will be vetting on April 4th. I'm excited about this. This is a hot topic. Vetting accessibility on assessments. Oh yeah, with our new project director, Dr. Elizabeth Barker, and we're really excited about that. So that will be on April 4th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We hope that you join there. If you've not signed up, friends, for we have an international conference, UDL Con, coming up July 30th. Check that out on our website and consider going. We would love to have you there in person. And we would love to have you there in person, and we can engage, interact, and talk about all these things, accessibility. We would love that. So I have one more question here again. Remind us how we can find the show notes. Yes, thanks for mentioning where the show notes are. The show notes will be in the recording when we have it up on our website. They will be in the description there on our website underneath this latest recording today. Okay, thanks for putting my email in there, Sam. So friends, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for being here for an overview of our online learning series for aiming for access in under 30 minutes.